Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Michael Shear, your second favorite stock options trader, and today we're talking credit score. So let's take a seat. Gotta take a seat for this one. So, how did I take my credit score from a 580 to upwards a 780? So I wrote down a couple of things. One, let's starters. Hopefully I'll put a little graphic over here for your visual appetite. But how does a credit score calculated? Well, the problem is everybody's like, oh, your FICO score this, your FICO score that. Well, honestly, I think there's like 40 some odd different types of credit scores out there, and we widely use FICO and Vantage mostly. So the FICO score, how is it calculated? I'm not going to go into a whole bunch of this because there's so many other good content creators out there that have made much better credit videos that can probably go into more depth, and I don't feel like it's necessary to really get into that. But essentially, here's the kind of the breakdown of the FICO score. So 30% of it is going to be on amount owed. 35% is payment history, 15% length, 10% new credit, and 10% credit mix. That's the FICO. So the Vantage now, let's go over to Vantage. The Vantage 4.0. It doesn't have percentages, but it ranks them from least important to most important. So it goes from the top down: total credit usage, credit mix and experience, payment history, age of credit, and new accounts. So that's enough of the what is credit and what's the credit score, all that good stuff. But let's talk about more in detail about how I did it. So I want to preface this a little bit. So I have been on the road to credit repair for quite a long time, but I never did it so specific and was very focused. I've had a credit card for, man, 8-10 years, but the problem was that I never used it. So I'll kind of go into that a little bit more in depth. So here, let's kind of break it down to 3 ways that I increased my credit score from 580 to 780 just this year alone. So those 3 things are poorly managed credit. So the first thing is managing that credit better. The second is essentially starting a new pathway. Like what did I do to focus that in? So I wrote letters, sent letters, and in my case, I just used a free service that I found online through a buddy. I'll go more into depth on that here in a second. And then the last thing is increasing my credit limits. Man, that's the biggest. That was my biggest one there that shot me up quick, very, very quick. So let's talk about managing credit better. So like I said, I had a credit card. It was like a $500 credit card that I had when I was like 22. So I had it almost 10 years now, and I just never used it. Luckily, they didn't never shoot me down either or take it away as well. So that was kind of one of those great things. But me and my wife, after deciding to get into the real estate game, noticed that our credit scores are low. I went out, tried to get a new credit card, the ones they send you in the mail. And so I got me another $500 credit line through Capital One. And it was like they had a promotion or whatever it was. Every 3 months, you get a credit limit increase. And so without even asking, I kept on getting limit increases that would basically double. So I had 500, then I got 1,000, and then I got 2,000, and then I've been stuck at 3,000 for a while now. And my wife, she did the same thing with hers. So that in itself helped us out a lot when working on our credit. The pathway, so this focus, so really getting focused. I went to a real estate seminar thing, and there was a person there talking about the different types of credit scores, and his company, which I guess I can link that down below, Credit Nerds. Yeah, they do a little bit of promoting where in essence, they are doing the free credit repairs so that they can get you into products with their different vendors for when they can get you business loans, real estate loans, things of that nature. So yeah, it's great. It's free. It's absolutely free. Now, here's the catch: that you have to have a monitoring service that you got to pay for. So yeah, over the 8 months that I've been using it, I've been paying the $40 for the credit monitoring service. So that's the only catch to the free credit repair. But they're excellent. I mean, I didn't have to write any of the letters. They did all that monitoring and helping me write the letters in a legalistic way where it got a couple of things actually removed. I got like 3 services removed, and there's like 2 or 3 that are still on there, and it's not perfect, of course. It's one step and one piece of the pie of getting your credit in order. And lastly, the one I was telling you about before, the one that really got me going, was just the uh, credit limits and getting them increased. So I have another card as well that got me a $4,500 credit limit. Now, what you'll see mostly is that your credit utilization and how you manage your credit is a very, very big piece of getting your credit score up. And once I hit that number, and I also pay down on my credit cards, is again managing it well instead of maxing out your cards and having your statement showing 50% credit utilization. I was only showing 10-15 for like 3 or 4 months in a row. So the banks noticed, the credit bureaus noticed that I was handling my credit better, and the usage was profoundly better, and I seen almost an 80-point increase. The last thing I didn't really talk about was my car note. So I have a car note that I had for about 4 years, and I got my taxes back, and I only owed about $2,500 left on it, but it was still another year of paying, and I was paying almost like 19% interest on this. So I was like, oh man, got to get that thing cut off. I paid it off. And the first thing that happened, my credit shot down 80 points. I said, oh my, what the heck just happened? I paid it off. I'm showing that I'm doing well and taking care of my finances. What is this? Well, apparently losing a portion of your debts and, that mixed allocations that you're supposed to have actually kind of hurt me to close the account out. But that following month, after it showed that I had paid in full, I got a 130-point credit or score increase. That was it. That was the moment I busted through the 720 at that point. I hit 740 that next month after I was sitting at like 612 or something like that. So paying off your card note does apparently work. Yeah, it's gonna take a little hit at the very beginning, but I'm telling you, wait, give it some time. You will see a massive, massive, massive increase whenever they see that you have been very faithful to paying off your debt and doing it well. And so guys, I had a 780 score for about a month, and roughly been sitting somewhere between 700 and 730. Now here's the thing about credit. If the only thing you're doing is trying to get a good credit score, what's that going to do for you? Help you get a new car? Or what are you going to do with it? That's the question. You're always going to ask yourself, yeah, just because you want a good credit score and is that how you're doing? Is it just a humble brag? Is it, oh, look at my 740? Well, anybody can get a 740 credit score, but not that many people can become wealthy using their credit well. So the humble brag here is that I went and applied for the Capital One, no, the Chase Sapphire Reserve card, and I got that beautiful, I almost fell out of my seat, $16,000 credit limit on my card. So I got a new card. I got the Capital. I keep saying Capital. It's Chase. They're gonna kick me out. They're gonna go and make me take down this video once I get on there because I keep saying it wrong. But guys, that's what's exciting. That's what I've been wanting to post about this whole time. So once you get your credit score up there, you get access to higher limits such as this. And I am excited and ready to get going. So this is it. This is my, now I'm looking for a new place to rent out. I really want to do an Airbnb property. So I'm actually going right now looking around and trying to find those. But that is another video for another time. So guys, be on the lookout for this. These are the 3 steps that I did take to get my credit score from a 580 to a 780 just this year alone. So from January 1st of 2020 up through October of 2020. So it's really not that hard, guys. Get out there, take care of your business, and treat your credit as if it is a business, and you will be treated handsomely in reward. So be on the lookout. I'm going to be doing more business loan related things, so we can talk about that and using our credit score. So just because we got a good one, again, like I was explaining before, we got to use it or lose it, or just how are we going to get wealthy? And that's what we're here for. We're trying to build wealth, build a legacy, and go on. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Take care, guys.